Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hey, it's the weekend, right? If that has significance for some of us, if we, uh, work that 9 to 5 thing, or just enjoy being able to be around our friends and stuff. All right, let's come to standing. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our Yoga Basics Live. Hopefully, you've made a little space for yourself, comfy. Maybe get some airflow going. Might be a little chilly for some of us. Um, and you come without the baggage of all of our thoughts and our worries. And we're just here to feel, let go of the stuff that's weighing us down, and invite in a new sensation. All right, so let's come on up to standing. Find your mountain. Your legs don't have to be together, they could be apart. Just try not to lock the knees back. Hey, good morning. All right, so let's breathe in and breathe out. Roll the spine up. You start to find a pace that feels right for you. Breathing in and reaching. This is your time to connect with how you feel. Forward fold. Feel your breath, feel your movement. Inhaling as you rise. Exhaling as you're coming down, just inviting to feel synchronicity. Inhale. Relax the neck. And exhale. Let's grab opposite elbows. Let that upper body swing and sway. Ooh. Maybe let out a sigh, a sound. You know what it represents to you. That big breath out that you've been waiting to take. Give it to yourself right here, right now. Good. I'm going to let the arms go and just shake the head yes or no. Ooh, and then roll that spine up. Let's breathe in and reach. Now I'm just going to reach to the left a little extra, reach to the right a little extra, and start to notice the areas of my side body, along the waist, along the hips, along the ribs. Ooh, could I ask myself to reach through there? Be careful, don't overdo, okay? Sometimes if we're not practicing doing this very much, you can get a little pull, right? Something will start to pull back on you. So be kind to yourself, don't force. And then let's find a side bend. Whatever side you want to start with, ask this hip to do more of it. Relax that shoulder, say chill out. You don't have to do so much right now. Breathe in, breathe out. And then notice how the other areas of the body are reacting to feeling exposed, revealed, having a job. Let's breathe in. Exhale over to the other side. Oh, maybe make that sound. What's stuck in you, trapped in you that hasn't been able to be expressed? Are we willing to let it all out and connect with that in our practice this morning? Breathing in, exhale, forward fold. Good. Now you might want to have a block or a chair out in front of you. You can bring your hands here. And I'm just going to pedal the heels up and down. Now, if you don't need the block, just go ahead and move it aside, and your hands can come to the floor. And be okay with whatever level of smush we may be feeling. Now, if we are abundant in the chest department, you might want to have a super tight sports bra, or maybe even double bra it. Good. Hands to the floor or the block. Step the right foot back. And I'm going to wiggle that right foot back and keep the heel up. Try to notice this left knee, keeping it over the heel. Push the right heel back and bend the right knee. Push it back and bend the right knee. I'm going to step this right foot up. Maybe it takes a couple of hops. Check your breath right now. Have I breathed lately? Okay, check. I'm going to step the left foot back. I'm going to move my block out of the way right now. Right knee over the heel. And I'm going to bend and straighten. What are we feeling in our back, in our thighs? Bend and straighten. Try to let go of any thought of, I'm not doing it enough, I'm not doing it right, and just listen to what you're feeling. Bend and straighten. Ooh, I feel the bones in the top of my foot. I can feel the heel, the back of my calf. Sometimes I'm feeling so much I couldn't even define it for you. Good, let's breathe in and step the left foot up. Roll that spine up. Inhale, reach shoulders down. Close the eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Exhale, taking it forward. Breathe in and lift the chest up a bit. And now I'm going to bring the hands down and bring the knees down to the floor behind me. Come to our tabletop. I'm going to try not to have my feet come together. I'm going to keep them apart. And then a few cat and cows. Whatever wants to move, let it. And just notice what you feel on the front of your body, the flesh in your belly, your chest, armpits. And what are you feeling on the back of your body, the neck, in between the shoulder blades, middle back, tailbone. Come to center. Talk the toes under. Now, let's not be in a hurry. I know some folks might be like, okay, we're going to down dog. I'm ready. Can you just feel your toes? Which toes want to bend backwards? Which toes could actually provide some support for us? Spread the toes. Ask them to work like fingers. Now, just lift the knees a little off the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can always bring those knees down. Take your time. Feel what you feel, and then bring those knees down. Let's do that again. Feel the toes. Check your breath. Start to notice, are you getting amped up, or can you stay in a calm, easy mindset? And I'm going to lift the knees and feel the breath going in and out of my nose, my throat, my lungs, and then push the butt up. Straightening the legs, pushing the heels down, letting the head go. Breath in, breath out. And bring those knees down. Left leg lifts, knee to belly. Bring the forehead in too. Now, what are you noticing here? Did you lean to the right a bunch? I actually did, so I'm kind of calling myself out. Don't worry, like if we've got tummy that we're running up against, that doesn't mean that you still can't engage and feel the muscles hugging around you to try to pull the knee up. And then inhale, lengthen it back, take in that big gulp of air. Exhale, draw it in. One more inhale. Exhale, draw it in. I'm going to bring that left knee down. Come up to standing on these knees. Woo, let's shake the wrists out a little. I'm going to bring my hands. If you notice here, I don't have the knees together, all right? So I'm trying to keep my thigh bones under my hip bones. And it's cool if your hips are wider, you can have your knees a little wider. All right, I'm going to bring my hands behind my head. Again, if you can pay attention, try not to have the feet come together here. It's just going to change the relationship of what's going on in some of the muscles of your upper thighs. Your body might not like it that much, but, we're just doing things differently, wearing the skin we're in different ways, so it might protest. Hands behind the head. Can you open the chest here and soften the shoulders too? All right, now here's where a lot of us want to be here, that butt way back here. Can you ask your hips to come over the knees? And so already you might feel a bit of a back bend. Could you grow tall from the waist, elbows wide, and then tilt the chest and the chin up, not back, straight up. Breathe in, relax the belly. Breathe out. Can you stay nice and chill in your throat, your mouth? Breathe in. Feel that breath way down in the belly and the skin of your pelvis. Breathe out. And bring ourselves back up. Bring those hands down. If your wrists get tight and sensitive here, you could always make a fist, okay? And rest on the knuckles of your fist, or you could skip some of the wrist stuff if you have some carpal issues. We're not going to be on it for very long. All right, a few cat and cows. Lubricate. Check in on how is that low back responding after that little bit of a camel. That's what we did on our knees a moment ago. Camel pose or Ustrasana. Can you move the neck and the throat? Calm the center. I'm going to tuck the toes again. All right, we're just going to barely lift those knees off the ground. Look at the feet behind you. Make sure they're not getting close together. So we're just doing a check-in. Do I know where I am in my body? Does it feel like I have equal distribution of effort, equal distribution of body weight and work? Tuck the toes, lift the knees a little, maybe 2 more inches. Breathe, right? We've got our face over our hands. We might be like, holy crap, I feel like I'm going to fall. And then lift the hips up. Let the head go. Can you stretch your low back? Press the heels down. If you like, why don't we pedal this out? It can be sassy. Let your yoga experience be one where you give yourself permission to feel what's going on, not be told what you're feeling, not be told what to do. We endure so much of that in our day-to-day working lives. We set that up as our expectation in our personal relationships. Let's just be here and notice what's going on. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to bring the knees down, arrive back on the earth. Woo, thank goodness. Reach that right heel back. And then exhale, draw the knee in. Notice what happened. My body likes to lean to the left to accommodate. And I'm going to ask, well, could I stay in the midline and just feel the right side of me do this work? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. And maybe the right side is like, well, I didn't ask to do more work. Exhale, draw it in. Is the left side happy to have a break? Can we give that kind of acknowledgement? And then let's reach it back. I'm going to twist that hip open. Oh, I love to say, good for that for me. And close. And open. And close. I'm going to do this a few more times. And can you notice when you twist the hip open, are you leaning more in the left arm, and do you have to? Could you ask the waist muscles on the right, in the hips, in the belly, to do all of that? Or do we need to lean in? Good. I'm going to close, bring the right knee down. Guys, I am not criticizing. I'm just asking us to observe, what do I do in my body? I'm going to come on back up. Feel the hips. Check the feet back behind me. Try to have those hips forward. I'm going to provide this support behind the neck. Breathe in, lift the chest, look up. Don't go backwards with the head. Hips forward, belly breathing. And if we're not experiencing ease, what could you do in this shape right here to invite ease? To say, I know I want to feel more at ease, and receive it, even if it's just an itty bitty bit. Can that be enough? Or do we say something isn't good enough if we don't get all of it? Breathe in, exhale, bring those hands down, maybe shake out your wrists. We're going to do this left side. Ready? I'm just going to lengthen that left leg back and twist it open. Oh, how does this feel on the arms, the shoulders, the waist, the hips? And close and open and close. And then do it a few more times. And you feel what feels like more equilibrium for you? Or does your right side need to help your left side? Or is your left side enjoying, exploring? Hey, I didn't even know there was a muscle in there that could do something. Wow. Good. And close. I'm going to step the left foot up. And I'm going to step the right foot up. Remember, put your feet in any way that feels best for you. Some of you like to have your feet closer together, and that's cool. If so, you get to kind of cheat a little. We get to clamp it together and give some stability where left leg and right leg are helping each other. Over here, it can feel like there's an ocean away and they're too independent and they don't get to draw it together. So we're actually asking for a lot here. Try not to have those knees push past the toes. Pull it back, no matter where you've chosen to have the feet. Little bit of a tailbone under, asking that tummy to do some work, even if it says, you didn't ask me. And I'm like, I know, but, we're along for the ride together, so can you join me? And I'm going to bring my hands behind the back, or you could grab a strap, all right? You can have your strap behind you. So don't feel like you've got to bring your hands together if it makes you force or struggle, okay? We're done with that. We don't need any of that in our yoga mat. Who wakes up in the morning and says, I want more struggle today? Life's going to give us enough, so let's not bring it on our mat. My birthright is ease. It is my birthright. I'm going to stand up, send the hips forward, offer the chest. No struggle. I did not wake up and say, give me more struggle, please. Exhale, coming forward. Ooh, those knees soft. No struggle. Release the arms. If you've got a strap, release. Try to be in the habit of having a block in front of you if you're needing it, if the floor feels like it's far away. I'm going to step the left foot back foot flat. Push that heel down. Good. Right knee over that right heel. Reach forward. Some of you, if that feels like strain, you might need to bring your hands to the knee to come up. Give yourself the support you need, okay? If you notice that you don't have strength for something, don't power through. We want to be in movement, be in connection with the body, with kindness. We're not here to be like dominatrixes of our bodies. Twist it open to the right, smile. Yeah, I said dominatrix. Breathe in. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Step that left foot up. Trade it out. Step that right foot back. Maybe take a few steps. Notice how different this side is from the other side and love that difference. Go with it. Back foot flat. All right, check in. Is the belly ready? Is the back ready? Or do you need to give yourself support? Breathing in, coming up. Oh, notice the hips. Notice the legs. Hear your breath. Twist it open to the left. You could always have your hands at prayer, okay? So if those shoulders or arms are getting tired, breathe in, back to center. Hands down. Step that right foot up. We're going to go to a chair again and put together a little bit of a sequence now. Butt back, knees bend, coming on up. Hands can be to prayer here. Reach back. Did you get a strap? Did you still need it? Go ahead and grab it. Open your chest. Tailbone under. Pull the arms away from you a little. Remember, I did not wake up for strain or struggle today. Standing in the legs. Lifting, offering. Make it an offering, not a forcing. And come forward. Feel yourself willingly giving what you can give and letting go of what just ain't gonna happen. Release the arms down. That's acceptance. I'm going to step the left foot back foot flat. Inhale, rising it up and listen. We're going to twist. Bring that left hand down. Now, some of you want to use that block here. Others can come to the floor. Keep twisting. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Both hands down. Walk the block forward or walk your hands forward. Stand up in that right leg. Lift that left leg up. What? Bring that left foot down. You got it. Chair. Bend the knees. Butt back. Find where you want those arms to be. Maybe you're like, you know what? I can wave my hands in the air. Wave them like they just don't care. Or you can go for this, okay? But if the shoulders are feeling tired of that, remember, I didn't wake up for pain and suffering. Let's stand, feel the legs. Thank your legs. Thank your hips. Thank your belly. And bring it forward. Let that neck go. Let the thoughts go. Invite the breath. Spend time with it. Tell it that you enjoy it. Release those arms, hands down, maybe to a block. I'm going to step the right foot back. Maybe something's changed. Maybe you want to go back a little longer. Maybe those muscles are opening up and saying, ooh, let's do this. Breathe in and come up. And the opposite could be true. All right? The body could be saying, hey, this is a bit much. Will you meet yourself where you are? Don't impose a thought on your yoga. Twist it. Ha! Open in the heart, strong in the legs. Got a smile on my face. Right hand coming down. Remember, you can use a block. Push that right foot into the floor and twist. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Don't want it so bad. There is no it to want. Let's just be right here. Loving body, loving breath, loving everything we're feeling. So vibrant this morning. Bringing that left hand down. Walk the block forward or your hands. Ready? I'm going to stand in that left leg. Lifting my right leg up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring that right foot down. Roll the spine all the way up. Breathing in. Reaching. Exhale. Side bend. Make this as comfy, cozy as you need right now. Inhale, lift, woo, on my toes. Exhale, side bend. Good, I'm going to bring it up. I want to do that again. My body's a little warmed up and maybe you want to take this suggestion. I'm going to come over to this side and maybe take the fingers and wrap them around that top wrist a bit. Now, if you notice, I'm trying to go in this trajectory. Up and breathe. I went a little too much. Now, ask yourself, are my legs pushing me in the floor? Or are they just kind of there? Could I put some intention in it? And how does that change the experience? Up and down the side of your body. Breathe in. Don't snap it up, okay? We put a lot on that rubber band there. And the other side. You don't have to do this wrist thing. You don't have to go for more. But we're also willing to maybe explore the edges, the new boundaries when we're in our practice. And so once we've found a space where the body's willing to go, we kind of test it and say, is there a little more or do you need a little less? Breathing in, coming up. How about how much energy are we applying to go upward? And from where in your body? Can you feel up here? How about in the knees, kneecaps? Could you even lift that up? How about the front of the ribs and the chest, not the shoulder blades? Good, and forward fold. Now really let it go, and now we get to explore down. How about top of the head? Does it want to explore down? Does it trust that it can let go? And all of our thoughts aren't going to come spilling out. Breathing in. Breathing out. All right. Let's lift the chest up halfway. I'm going to plant the palms and step back to hands and knees. And we'll do another of the down dogs, okay? Now look at your palms. Do you know how wide your shoulders are? Could you have your palms under your shoulders to kind of stack your body weight evenly over your bones? I'm going to shift forward a little bit. Try to check and see, could my nipples be over thumbs? And how does that change the work? The muscles in my hands, arms, waist, chest, back have to do. Oh yeah, and am I remembering to breathe as I do all of this? Am I straining somewhere? Remember, I don't know about you, but I know I did not wake up to struggle and strain today. So I'm not going to add anymore. Life's going to toss enough at me today. It only just got started. It's young. The day is young. Let's talk the toes. All right. really lift from the tailbone, from the butt. Could that lift it up? Up, 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 up. And it's just an exploration, not, oh my God, I can't do that, I suck. Okay, sorry, that's what goes on in my head, because my inner critic, my inner committee, woo, it's off the chain. So I work really hard on some positive affirmations, pressing those heels down, listening to areas of my body like my right low back kind of saying right now, you know what, don't hold this too long. And I'm like, okay, I hear you. Let's see if I'm really listening though. Squeeze the thighs, press the heels down, find some chill somewhere. Good. Chest it, check your head, left or right, yes or no. Maybe take a break and come down onto your knees and restore, replenish some energy. And now I'm going to bring those knees down. I'm going to walk my knees back. This is the last bit we're going to do on these wrists. And I'm going to lean the chest forward over the hands. I'm going to let my elbows shave against the ribs and keep pulling the chest long toward the front of the back. Long toward the front of the back. And back up. Okay, we're going to do this 2 more times if you want to. Or you could say, yeah, you go ahead and do that, Belinda. I'll just watch. Breathe in. Exhale, I'm going to elbow shave. Keep breathing out. All chill out. Chill out. Meditative. Bring it back up. Woo! Remember, I didn't wake up to suffer, so I have to bring some jokey jokes in it. Otherwise, this would be suffering. Breathe in. Exhale, let's bring it down, all the way down to the earth. Thank you. Good, we'll turn our head to one side. Scan your body for things you are enjoying right now. What aspects of just being here right now on a Saturday? What are you enjoying about this day, about being in your body right now? I'm loving feeling the coolness of my mat on my tummy. Not gonna lie, I'm enjoying not having to move at all, so stillness. And it's okay to say, I'm enjoying nothingness, right? Stuff doesn't have to be complex. All right, I'm gonna press the forearms down here underneath. I'm gonna bring the inner thighs together. As best you can, elbow under shoulder joint. So I'm actually going to pull that back a little bit. Palms flat. Trying not to let my hands come together, just like we focused on with the legs earlier. Okay. Now I'm going to push straight downward through the palms and the forearms. Can you slide the shoulders down your neck? Now you might start feeling some working or resistance and maybe not even sure where it's coming from. That's okay. Don't strain. Chin relax, and just in as relaxed of a manner as you can, observe what is going on. Could you relax and just breathe and just observe? Soften something. Push down through the arms, lift the chest a little. Don't squeeze the butt. Exhale, lowering it down. Gonna walk my hands back a little closer to my waist. And I'm gonna press down through the arms, come the hands and knees, first child's pose. So, depending on our hips and our tummies, it might feel better to widen those knees out like so, okay? Like that. And you can have your feet together if you want here. And we'll sink the hips back, all right? I like wide to start myself. Feels good on my hips, it feels good on my back. But, sometimes there's a hazard in sharing what feels good for me, because students then might think, well, then it's supposed to feel good for me. And it might not, okay? So I'm just reporting back, maybe to hopefully encourage us to be a little less inhibited about saying, hey, I like this thing. All right, I'm going to come down to the forearms. Now, what happens if this doesn't feel good for you, right? You could bring the knees a little closer together. You could put added cushioning under the knees if that's what's feeling uncomfortable. And then if you notice here, I went on ahead and tucked my toes. Sometimes the top of the foot doesn't want to stretch that much. Okay, but you can come into the toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax your mouth and your tongue. Remember, that's a part of our bodies for us to connect with, even in our yoga. One more mindful breath. Awesome. I'm going to untuck those toes this time and roll my way up. So, some of us may wish to bring your block, chair, stack of books, whatever you got, back here behind you. Now, I am resting on the heels. If that's too much pressure, you could roll up a yoga mat and put it behind your thighs, kind of sandwiching between your thighs and your calves, because sometimes that's just too much bend, too much compression for the knees. I'm going to bring my hands here, open the chest. So I'm going to draw the shoulder blades together behind me. Just work the neck and throat for a moment. The compression itself in the legs is great to help us with circulation, keeping the veins down there ready for some agitation, clearing out anything that might want to get clogged. Now I'm going to keep the shoulders together. I'm going to push the knees down, pushing the hips up. We're all going to have a different stop point. Remember, I know I didn't wake up for struggle and strain today, so back off, find ease, choose breath, and lower it down. All right, if you can stay on the knees, let's go ahead and do that. If not, go ahead and sit on your butt. I'm going to take this left arm across. I'm going to do this hook. For me, the hooking allows just a little bit extra stretch through this upper part of the arm, and that's a real tight area for me. But if hooking doesn't work, you can bring that hand and just hug it behind that shoulder. Breath in, sit up through the waist. Exhale, twist to the right. Let the belly breathe. Good. And then I'm going to release. I want to find the other side. I just shook it out a little bit. You can kind of rock to the music if that's your jam. Why did I wake up today? Why did I come to class? Why did I come to yoga? If I didn't come here to strain, maybe just find a little joy. We can fake that till we make it too. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's twist, twist, twist. Good. I'm going to release. I'm going to come on off of those knees onto the butt. And I'm just going to bring the right foot up as close as I can. I'm going to thread my fingers into the right toes. So I'm using my left hand into the right toes. And I'm going to flex back and forth. Truth be told, my toes are a little chilly. It's a little chilly up here in Michigan. Up here in Lansing, Michigan. So my poor toes are like, where'd those 80, almost 90-degree days go? Bring that back. A little bit of ankle rotation. Bring some curiosity. Lighten the load on our own feet and ankles. Feel your breath even down in the toes. Change direction. Good. I'm going to release the fingers and massage the foot because I deserve it. I'm worthy of it. I want it. Hear what your feet want to tell you. Maybe they're already telling you something about what they need today. And are you willing? Kind of make that pact right now. Okay, I hear you. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to do this. At 4 o'clock, I'm going to do this. And it doesn't even mean I'm going to do something specifically for it. Maybe plan something you're going to take out of your day to get a load off of your feet. All right, I'm going to straighten this right leg and hold on underneath of the thigh. I'm just going to turn sideways here. I'm going to sit up in the chest and point and flex. Ooh, hello, calf. Don't go for it, right? I think some of us like approach like stretchy feelings and we really like go for the burn. Back off. And maybe it will back off of its intensity. Ankle rotation, snap, crackle, pop, change direction. All right, I'm going to walk my hands as high up that leg, close to the foot as I can, lifting the chest. I'm just going to give it a little pull. Remember what I said? Don't look at my body. And my body, I have to not look at others because I go, oh my God, 10 years ago, that would have been way up in the sky. Well, that was 10 years ago, Belinda. Could this be today? Breathe in, breathe out, and I'm really grateful for the body today. I don't want to send it a signal that I'm disappointed with anything about it in this breath, in this heartbeat that I got right now. All right, so here's this other leg, this set of frozen toes. I'm going to bring the fingers and thread them in here. And I'm going to point and flex. Ooh. I think from the heavy socks and boots that I actually had to put on over the last 2 days, my feet were already protesting because they had been living free in those sandals. Ankle rotations. Let your body start to tell you what it needs to restore this weekend. If this is a weekend for you, if it has significance of rest, are you going to give it to yourself? Are you piling in all of the, I got to get this. Change direction if you haven't already. All right, I'm going to free those fingers, massage the toes, my paw pads, definitely in the arch. And then I'm going to bring my hands behind this knee, this left leg, just straighten and do the point flex. Maybe remember some of those warrior stances we did and the chair poses we did. Can you remember how the feet and the ankles were supporting us in all of those spaces? And just send it some gratitude. So take a load off, ankle rotation. And feel your body receiving, taking a load off. I know I've been noticing like how much I even resist like taking a load off. Taking some time to do nothing. No, then I wasn't productive. I know for me, I noticed just like how much I push for this productivity and how much it's wearing me out. Take this rest. Take this moment. Good, I'm going to walk the hands up the back of this leg. Lift, breathe, no strain in the shoulders. Smiling sometimes just changes the whole deal. And release. I'm going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. I'm going to hold the shins or ankles. Press the thighs open. Try not to bounce. Pull the chest and the neck up. A little bit of neck rotations. We can't undo a week of strain and stress and sedentary stiffness in, 40 minutes, an hour. Change direction. Nor should that be the goal. Can we just arrive and just kind of say, what's going on? Hey, how you been? And really mean that as a question, right? Maybe even review how we do that with others, with people. Do we really mean it? And how are we answering it? Do we only answer back with the things we did? Or did we actually say, how am I? I'm a little tired. I'm feeling energized. I've got joy here. I've got sadness here. Checking in, not reporting back all the doings and the stuff. Let's breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, calming forward. With every exhale, can you invite awareness and surrender? I want to bring that chest up. Notice how your spine has been responding from what we're doing and where we are right now. What's different than when we started? Why are you here anymore? Maybe your goal, your orientation has changed. All right, I'm gonna scratch myself raw here. Something bit me. Breath in, sit up. Exhale, twist. Twist from the lowest part of your spine. Ask it how it is. Ask it if it wants to twist. And will you allow it to do what it's doing and not force it? Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel movement move in you. Not you doing it, executing it. And release. And we'll come around to the other side. Breath in. Exhale, twist. Ooh, this side doesn't really want to move that much. And I notice my mind get a little argumentative, like, you can do it. It's like, oh, that's right. I was going to listen to you. My bad. And now after a few breaths, it actually said, okay, now I'm ready. Good. And let's release. All right, I'm going to straighten my right leg. I'm going to call this my right leg out. Whew. Sorry, guys. Something bit me here. I'm clearly wanting to scratch myself raw. I'm going to bring this left foot up. Now, as best you can, you might want to widen that out so that we have space for our torso and our tummy. And I'm just going to walk forward. Ooh, that hip. You might also be feeling a little of that compression, right? Any folds of flesh up against this thigh. Don't have a goal in mind. Just see, what wants to move here? What doesn't? And can I find some peace just in where I am? In whatever's restricted, whatever's open. So much to learn in our yoga, not just from getting more out of a stretch, but how we treat ourselves in our limitations, how we treat ourselves in less, in the spaces of less. When the body says no. And I'm going to bring myself up. Good. Now I'm going to take this left arm. I'm just going to sit up. You can use this hand to push down, but I think I want to do it without it. So I'm just going to lift because I'm just asking this area. Will you do it? Now push this leg into the floor, lifting up. Don't jam the shoulder up by the ear. Keep that down. Lift through the ribs. And breathe without sucking the belly in. It's like, wait, you just told me 5 different things. I know. And let all that go. Breathe in. And then I'm going to exhale. Reach forward. Flip the palm. Wrap the arm around that knee. That's it. Don't go further. Reach out toward this right foot. Maybe the shin. What is happening? I don't know. Am I the same person? I think so. In this body breathing this way? Yup. Find some peace. We didn't wake up to struggle. We didn't wake up to fight. I don't know. Sometimes I wake up raring for a fight. Breathe in. Breathe out. And bring myself up. Let those arms go. Now I'm going to switch it out. Bring this foot in. Let go of my scratchy side that got bit by something. And lengthen this left leg out. Right knee in. And like I said, you can widen that out just to kind of see if that inner arm will come in here. And you don't have to. If you can keep that arm in, pressed up against this thigh without wiggling that right foot out wide, that's fine. Good. I'm just going to sit up and just kind of go forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Oh, what wants to move, what doesn't? Squeeze this left thigh. Sit up, push that down, lift through the ribs. Can you even feel yourself pushing the right foot down? Feel the work, feel the effort, feel the devotion you're giving to yourself toward this. All right, now I'm going to reach forward. So I am using that left hand to help me push forward. Flip that right palm. Wrapping it here. What is happening? Take this left hand to the left foot. You can stay right here. Some of you can come on down. But make sure that you're listening to where the body wants to go and you're not imposing a command on your body. Let it tell you what you can discover about how much at peace you can be. And let's bring ourselves up. All right, I'm going to widen these legs out. This is going to be the widest space that we've been in today. Because even in our standing spaces, we were just in chair and in warrior one, which is kind of neutral hipped. But we really got to get into those hips a moment ago in the bound angle and in what we were just in. Now I'm going to keep the ankles flexed. I'm just going to tilt forward and back. I'm literally rocking in the pelvic bowl. Squeeze the thighs. And remind ourselves, I didn't come here for strain. I didn't come here for fight. So why am I inviting it in my body? Could I let go? No expectation. I'm just here to listen to my back muscles, my hip muscles, my leg muscles. Listen to the sound of my breath. I'm going to come up to center, bring this right arm on the right leg, reaching up and over. Now we did those standing side bends, so maybe the upper body is a little permissive of this seated side bend. And bringing myself up, both arms up, softening the faces, exhaling it over. All right, resist going in so harshly, so abruptly, that it disrupts any ease, any peace. What are we really inviting to do and feel and experience in our yoga? And inhale it up. We're here to receive some ease. Hands down and forward. Can you stretch the throat forward? And roll the spine up. All right. You could use your hands if you need to help bring the legs in, or you can just bring those legs in. Yep, we're almost done, but just a little bit of heat. We've got the feet down, feet apart, sitting up. You can hold the knees if you want. Lift the chest. Let's do a little bit of cat and cow in the boat, okay? So tailbone rocks under, rounding that spine. Get the chin in there too. This might feel really delicious. And then breathe in, tilt the tailbone back, thrust the chest open, get that throat in there. Exhale, round. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, up. And neutral. Hands out in front of us. Let go of trying to execute anything. We're just going to be here to feel and experience. Curl the tailbone under. Experience this lowering, even if it ends up being a drop eventually. Experience it. Experience it. Don't control it. Yes. Breathe. We'll draw the knees to the chest. Look on up. And maybe rock. Good. Forehead to the knees. Maybe your knees are wide. I'm going to lower my back down. Bring the feet down a few inches apart. Knees a few inches apart. Push down through the feet. Lift the hips. Don't turn your head here. Try to look straight up. And lower. And lift. Breathe in. Exhale as you lower it down. Soften your neck and your throat. We didn't wake up to strain. Breathe in and lift. Live this day soft, cozy, comfortable. Lowering it down. Ask the belly to draw the knees to the chest. Arms open wide. We'll drop the knees to the left. Ooh, a whole soft spine. Let go of control. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. We'll bring the knees to center, and then let's come on up and over. Breath in. Oh, feel this side. Breath out. Maybe your body has spoken to you this morning and told you a few things that it really likes or needs more of. Where will you give yourself some time, and what will you take out to make room for that to come in? Because this is good. This is necessary. This is medicine. And let's bring the knees back to center. I'm going to bring the feet down. Bottoms of the feet together, knees open if you're comfortable doing this. If not, just go ahead and straighten your legs, or maybe put a pillow under your knees or low back. The point of this time in our practice is stillness. And in the stillness, what do we see going on still? Busy, running around in circles in our mind. Stay in whatever position you've given yourself for rest, for observation of stillness. Maybe repeat to yourself, peace and serenity are my birthright. Or I didn't wake up for strain and struggle. And be receptive to the softer spaces of ease. Open yourself to that possibility that this is the way you can be and exist in flesh, in thought, in emotion. And we'll roll over to one side. We could find a fetal position. Some people don't care for this position. But this is the seed pose. And let it be representative of what seeds did you plant within yourself on your mat today. On physical levels, on emotional levels, on mindfulness levels. Feel your breath. Feel your human body resting on the earth. Feel gravity's pull on your body. And we'll bring ourselves upright to a comfortable seated space. Whatever works for you. You could be in a cross-legged position. You could be crisscross applesauce. You could have your legs out in front of you. Palms resting. And let that represent receiving. I'm here to receive. I'm here to listen. I'm here to honor and respect what this physical vessel has to tell me. I'm going to send it all the gratitude for all of the life and vitality and mobility it gives me, helping me be able to go and spend face-to-face time with loved ones, helping me climb literal mountains and figurative ones, helping me take in the joys of sensation this earth has to give us. Taste, aroma, sights, sounds. Touch. Hands to the heart center. All the love and light in me is deeply grateful for and reflects the light and love in you. Namaste. Oh, it's so great to be able to share practice with you. Thank you all for coming. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this has been our Yoga Basics. Next week, we'll be doing live streams at early in the morning. So, like before you go to work, if you are an early morning kind of person, a 6:30 meditation, you could always hit these later, on a playlist. But if you want to join us live, 6:30 meditation, 7 o'clock saluting the sun, saluting the day, yoga practice for all levels, all bodies. Some days more heat, some days not. And with any luck, we will do on a limited basis in persons at the studio, 6 people minimum, 6 people maximum, not minimum. I will be masked. More on the schedule. I haven't solidified times yet, but that will be hopefully if I get everything cleaned up in time for next week. That's what we will be doing. Hey Laurel, hey Jazz, hey Vicky, look at this little party up in here. Nice little party. You guys go soak up some sun. Hear what I'm saying. Stay tuned on the Facebook as well as on the newsletter. I'm trying to solidify times. But again, in-persons are going to have to be limited as far as space. I'm real sheepish and not really committed to any long-term anything as far as scheduling and flexibility. Got my beat out looking for a different space because we're just so tight in where we are. All right, that's about all of the 411. Casey, what's up? Nuh-uh. Ed Carrington? Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm feeling it right now. Here we go. Oh, I got some Vicky, some Laurel, some Casey. I would have to ask Casey. Casey, can I hug you? Okay, here we go. All right. Carrie, you guys are amazing. Thanks so much. Just heart swell. Be kind to yourselves. Maybe drop back. Power yoga, 11:30 or chakra flow tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace.